Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is 12:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We are here in the studio at the API Collective, of course. With me is Heron. He is here on the Gold Coast, getting ready for Eventi coming up in just 14 days, bro. 14 days.
14 days to go.
How you feeling?
Very excited, and you know what? It's awesome. It's awesome. The excitement is real. And this morning, I just got a message from the design team. You know what, Heron? We all feel the pressure now. It's all getting so real. We actually feel very, very, very excited.
Yeah, it's pretty outstanding what's going on. Hey guys, if you could for us, just let us know sound in there, both for Heron and myself. Give us how we were coming through for me, and then how we're coming through for Heron. Do an A for Andrew and H for Heron. That'll be really good, so we know what we've got and if we need to adjust any levels here, please.
Absolutely.
So there's action-packed this week, guys. Heaps going on.
Do you
Heaps of
guys see
questions.
any difference here in the studio? See who can spot it.
Yeah, who's got an eagle eye? Who can pick up what has happened?
Exactly.
The sound is great for both. Thank you very much, Hillary.
No more
Carmen,
robot voice.
the excitement is craziness. No more. I know what the problem was there, and I put my hand up. It was me. Sorry, guys, because I was having dual feeds. I was having a feed from this little Podcaster Pro thing coming in, and I was having the feed from Skype, so it was doubling up, and that's why it sounded that way.
So only AH sounds
AH, awesome sound. So that's both of us, I think, Andrew and Heron, not Andrew Hawks.
horseshoe.
If you keep saying that, you're gonna have to explain it to everyone. You know that, right?
No,
All right.
that's the secret. We're not gonna.
It's a secret. Shh. Can't tell. All right, guys. There are plenty of questions. In fact, there are. Oh, hold on. Where's that one? That's the script from the news. They don't need that today. I did the news on Tuesday. On Tuesday.
Go home, news.
Go home, news. You're drunk. Okay, so we do have 4 pages of questions though today, guys. There's a lot of questions that don't need to be answered on here because they already have been. They're kind of self-explanatory. Of course, there is the obligatory when are dividends or how much are dividends, so we're not going to go over that again today. Unless, of course, you want to, Heron. How about now?
Not today.
I think we've answered that, like, what? How many episodes is this? It says 20, but it's more than that, isn't it?
We did miss out about 4 to 5 episodes, which is not live. We'll call it the early days.
How many weeks since? How many? It must be at least 26 because it's at least 6 months old.
In first week of March, if I'm not wrong.
No, it was February. Yeah.
There you go.
It was February. So at least 26 episodes.
February. It was February, yeah. But
Sam Kaga, отлично. Точно. Good Arvo, smiley gents. Hey Kay, how you doing? Good to see everybody here. There's still plenty of people arriving, but that's good. Let's kick into it because we do have a lot of questions.
you know what?
To get through today.
We're missing somebody. So can somebody tag on Josh Tadafu, Rita Ashen, Evelyn Kumar, and of course the infamous Neil Morrison. Can we get him up here?
What are you grateful for, guys?
There you go.
What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for. Yours is louder. Anyway. Every day at 12:34, 1, 2, 3, 4, I get an alarm goes off on my phone. Heron started doing the same thing. It wasn't my idea. I got it from somebody I know in the US, and every day I ask what I'm grateful for. In fact, my alarm asks me what I'm grateful for. So grateful to be spending time here with you guys as always. Grateful to be providing information to you as best we can.
Absolutely. I'm grateful for being here, bro, with you and this journey throughout. So it's amazing.
Mate, it's been pretty good.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's been a good week. There's so much going on for Eventi. We've had a lot of sleepless nights. I don't think I've been to bed before midnight in at least the last week. Probably last 2 or 3 weeks. Welcome to my world. Grateful for seeing you too, Tony. Thank you very much, mate. Rita's here. She's saying, haha, I'm here.
Perfect.
Good. A new day, a new attitude. New Eventi coming soon. Yes, Bob. That's an ad. You could write that. A new day, a new attitude. New Eventi coming soon.
Exactly. So
anyway, let's get into
the first question for the day. Andrew, would you like to do the honors?
Certainly. Hello, some of us need to come up in time. Is that number 1? Yeah, that's page 1. Some of us may need time to come up with the necessary funds in order to participate in Eventi. So please tell us the prices so we can plan accordingly. Now, these are literally, we had a meeting about this last night, didn't we? We wanted to have it finalised before that, but we did have a meeting for this last night. It will be up in the back office incredibly soon. What I will say, as long as you've got sort of $400 in your account, you'll be fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know what? This is our company. We all co-owners. We're just putting it forward for the expenditure of Eventy.
Absolutely.
Put out a wonderful show for everyone. And I'm pretty sure if you go out there, you're going to be getting charged a lot more for what we're putting out there.
Oh, absolutely. Look, in all honesty, if you think about what we are putting out for Eventy, what is going to happen, obviously day one, it's 8 hours. There's another question later on that we'll cover the timings as well. But the first day is 8 hours, the second session is 4 hours, and the third session is 4 hours. So it's a total of 16 hours, and it will be absolutely action-packed. There's heaps of great information. So realistically, even if it was 400, so get the hint, that would be amazing value.
It's a no-brainer for me, not because we are earning or whatever. It's just that what you're going to get out of it is going to be valuable, okay? And the news itself, it's accessible to everyone. And I think what you're going to learn here is it pretty much is going to be, if you thought Master Profi was on steroids, was Marathon 260, I would say the Eventy Masterclass is going to be launched is going to be my Marathon 260 on steroids.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Marathon 260 has been amazing though. It's been epic. It's been great for our company, and I know there's a lot of great feedback from everyone about it as well, which is awesome. Guys, actually on that note, those of you who participated in Marathon 260, please keep your eye out in those.
Oh, wrong button.
Anyway, those who did participate in Marathon 260, please keep your eye out in all those marathon groups, because there will be 2 forms that come out. We're doing a People's Choice Award for best speaker and also for your favourite host. So for your favourite speaker and your favourite host, please make sure that you keep an eye out for those. Tony, I'll come back to your question. I'll get this one here. We've answered that, so we will come...
Yeah, while you're at it, if you are a Marathon 260 student, if you would like to do a testimonial regarding Marathon 260 and the journey you had so far, by all means, send us a private message and maybe we'll hook you up.
100%. Hey, Tony, this is a great question here. Missed last week, so we may have mentioned it. We did actually talk about it last week, which is cool. But yeah, I'd avoid it. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I've got the fact that I was with Swig, and I've probably got the fact that I'm president of whatever, but I don't promote Swig or anything in there. I don't do much on LinkedIn at all. But you can literally take it all out if you like. Blind marketing is potentially more beneficial, so it's up to you. It's personal choice. I generally don't mention it. Okay. No, that one's not valid because that's realistically been answered. Somebody's asking, it was right when the exchange first launched, and we did actually cover why that happened last week anyway, so we don't need to go on that. Will the contract... I wanted to get back to that. So, will the contracts that have been signed in the CAU back office be available to print out in the future as they've been removed? I was going to check that this morning.
Actually, if you go to... I'll do it right now.
Do that, please.
If you go to Profile and Agreements, I think it is available for you to print.
I believe so too. That's what I wanted to check.
But let's re-clarify, okay?
Yep.
So, specific the CRE agreement, right?
Yeah. No.
All right.
Will the contracts, all of them, be available for printing? I believe they are still there under your profile.
I am going to my CRU tab. I'm going to Profile. I'm going to Agreements. And under Agreements, yes, they're all available for me to download and print.
Cool. So there you go. So walk through that again, Haran.
All I'm doing is, go to my CRU tab. All right. Under my CRU tab, once it's open up, I'm going to my profile, which is right above my picture, or in other words, where your rank should be. Not above here. Right before you rank your picture, and on top of that, you'll see about the project profile and the logout button. If you click on profile, and as usual, scroll down the page, under your wonderful profile picture, you will see 4 buttons. One is edit profile, the next one is security, next one is agreements, and the 4th one is notification. Don't click notifications, click on agreements. You click on agreements and you scroll down. Now, for me, I see 4 agreements right there available to me, downloaded. So along those lines, for example, you will see the signing of the agreement, the date, and at the last of that row there, you will see a tiny printer button. If you click that, it should automatically download it for you in PDF, and you know what to do next, guys.
Yep, 100%. Now, Jason Bart's put on here, do you know why the exchange is closed? It's not closed. It's still open. It's just not operating at the moment. Yep. Do you want to explain why that is?
All right, guys.
Because there's a very valid reason, and before you go into your explanation, because Harren can explain it much better than I, but what I want to say is the decision has been made to protect you and your units and also your CAU. So just bear with what Harren's going to say.
Sure. So all I will say, guys, we all have seen the pump and dump market, haven't we? If you have experienced a pump and dump market, then please say something on the chat here in Facebook. But what we're trying to really say is there's some messages that we won't put it out, but it's a very simple method, and we call them crypto trolls out there. Okay, it's not what's happening. It's just not suspect. It's a suspicion that we have to protect.
It's
our
precaution.
System. It's precaution that we're taking. So what is happening is the volume for every 24 hours has been increasing quite tremendously. So long story short, we are seeing almost double, triple the normal volume we're having for every 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly. It went from 1.3 million up to it went up to 2 and then it dropped back a little bit and then it spiked to 5 million.
Definitely spiked. So nothing to be alarmed, but we don't want to inflate the bubble too much and have an artificial pump. Okay.
Yeah.
So the team is taking precautions to measure what's really going on. If everything is correctly moving forward, then if it is, then our exchange is doing quite well.
Yeah, absolutely.
If not,
absolutely.
then if it's something artificially induced, then we want to get rid of them and kill the bugs.
Absolutely.
And then kind of put it back on the system again. So don't be alarmed. It will be back.
Absolutely.
It will definitely will be back. This is a standard. As you all know, it's an internal exchange. We said it's a testing phase. Maria was very open about it.
Yeah.
There are going to be some things that we don't even know what's going to happen. We will be tracking that and measuring that and making sure it's actually feasible to get out. So when we actually go to the actual public exchange, we'll be much stronger.
But here's a good thing to take out of that. If this investigation finds that no, everything was legitimate above board, everything's doing the right thing, that is such a massive indicator for when we hit the public exchange. So guys, what's happening? I just got goosebumps. What's happening right now is good for us. The checks and balances that we're going through. It's just protecting everyone.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure Maria said it very, very interestingly last week. It's a sandbox exchange.
Sandbox, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a very, very tiny exchange with its very own crew. So if this is doing quite well, I'm actually quite excited as a crypto enthusiast for the past 10 years. And Andrew, you too, I'm pretty sure that this is going to take it to the next level.
Oh, it is. It is. It was great listening to Andre the other night, and we spoke specifically about this. There's all these little phases and spikes. And he talked about a space that I'm kind of fond about, so I'm not going to talk about that too much because, but he did talk about, we went through the ICOs and they had this massive, everyone's into ICO, get this latest ICO, da-da-da-da-da. And, of course, they've got EIOs now, which is exchange offerings, but no one's really pushed forward in a very commercial way like what we're doing. With CAU and with World CAU when that comes out. It's,
absolutely. And you know what, Andrew? Let's put it out there. A lot of people thought it's because they were being a bit truant by purchasing too many gold EIP anniversary coins. Well, guys, this is the justification. It's nothing. The exchange is not shut because of that. Okay, based on our simple calculation and the numbers we've been looking at, approximately 100 coins were sold in the past 5 days, wouldn't it, Andrew?
Yeah, so that would have been about 800,000.
It's about 800,000 been moving in the market, so it's definitely not that.
Mind you, you got to count that twice. Oh, no, you don't have to count that twice. Yeah. It's not buying and selling, it was just selling.
See, let me put it in a different perspective. Imagine you liquidated your crypto unit, which goes into the bonus account. You withdrew the money, it came to your pocket, and then you re-topped up your account. How different is that to you actually keeping the money in there and purchasing the gold coins?
Yep.
So let me reassure you guys, it's not because of the gold coin. And you know what? There's still some available. Take advantage.
Absolutely. So Anand Kumar, it is in the news in your back office. If you go and check your news back office, it should be the top news there that you can go and read. Bob Fordham's asked the question in here about UGAN distributorship. I think you have to make sure you plug into the trainings for that. I don't know personally. It may be announced at at Eventi? Because there's definitely some updates about Ugain at Eventi.
Yes, I think so too. There will be update about Ugain in Eventi.
Okay, I'm just going through these questions real quick in here to get to the bottom of them. See if it's on Sunday, Fibonacci
Perfecto.
retracted back to... There you go. Nice, Mick. You know what you're talking about there, mate.
Somebody's been sending us very angry emojis. Like, what are you angry about? Come on.
There's
Tell
only
us.
one person has done angry emojis, but that's okay. They can be angry. Okay, so need to know more about data mining. Great, fantastic. There is a data mining webinar tonight.
There
Or
is?
today. Yeah, it's Thursday.
Okay.
At 1400 hours. No, 1500 hours. 1500 hours Moscow time. So 3 p.m. Moscow time, which is about 10 p.m. here in Queensland. There is a data mining webinar. So you can find the information for that in your back office. Go register for it, plug into it. That's where you're going to get more of the data mining training. You must plug into those if you want that training, guys.
All right. Since this question will be asked and you will be, pretty much swamping your uplines and the people have been talking to you about these gold coins. The gold coins are in India. They are safely locked in a deposit. All right. Now, with the recent pandemic and the not being able to travel, you have to wait. However, there is a form in the back office. If you have purchased it, fill it up, pass it on to the phone number or Harinder Singh, and he will keep tally on which coin belongs to who.
Yeah.
And when you are available again, when the time is available for us to get to India, some of us will bring it back for you. And if you are going to India, if you're going past that way, you can collect it yourself.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
So patience. The coin is yours. It will be numbered and be tallied across your name.
Yep. And there's only 350 of them, so they're not going to be sold out. Hey, go. So Lynn's asked this question here. We heard on a webinar last night that we'll not be able to mention the name CAU after the 1st of October. Now, guys, so this is kind of in two parts. That has been mentioned numerous times. It's correct. So we should really be going back through all of our things on Facebook and taking all those posts about CAU out because they, it's just a precautionary thing. But we'd be able to promote UNTB. Yeah, you probably will be able to. And so there's another question here about that too. There will be a market for that. My suggestion here is that you jump on the webinar that Mila is doing tonight at
It's a
10
wonderful
a.m.
Thursday.
10 a.m., 12 p.m.
So many webinars.
She's doing it at 12 p.m. Moscow time, which is 7 p.m. here in Queensland. So Mila is doing a webinar tonight specifically about those things. So definitely jump on that one, Lynn.
Yes.
Facebook Live is dropping out. I wonder why. I don't know.
Can everyone see us, hear us, and be audible and everything is working fine? You can hear our wonderful voices.
What is the gold coin that you were talking about? What is available?
Well, you know what? Josh Tarafu, I'm sure you are there, my friend. I know the gold coins definitely changed your life, according to your post. Would you like to put it in the chat and get our wonderful friends acquainted to the wonderful EIP gold coin?
Yep.
What's the next question we got there, Mr. Andrews?
I'm just looking at what's in here. Carmen, it might be my bloody emojis when she's talking about the angry
Carmen,
one. Could
I
be.
know you're angry with this after the shoot the other day.
Yeah, it is Marshall. It's answering that question, Devon. I haven't posted it up, but it's about Ugain training tonight. Not Ugain, sorry. Data mining. It is Alexander. Dimitri's his partner, isn't it?
Basalt.
No.
Dennis?
No,
Dennis is Ugain.
Dennis is Ugain. But Boris and Marshall are on that as well. Yes, 100%. Okay, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of these.
Adrian,
man, there's lots in there.
Yeah, most probably Mila's webinar would be streamed live, so you'll probably have a live video about that in Facebook right after that. So, cool. Well, bro, 117 people steady.
I know. Well done, guys. Well done.
Pretty cool.
Thank you. So, guys, here is a question. This is a pretty good question. There may be a lot of people that are in this position, and probably something that you can speak quite intelligently about, Heron. Unfortunately,
Let me get into my intelligent mode.
No. You'll be able to speak intelligently, but it's for an unfortunate reason. Guys, for a deceased estate, one of two beneficiaries wants to sign the API account of the deceased across to the other beneficiary. They don't want anything to do with it. Where can I find the information that must be included in the letter to authorize this?
Interesting question. So all I did was, as all of you are aware, that my father passed away. So all I did was we got a letter from his lawyer to put everything in his deceased estate, and the account is now used to be Arun's account. Now it's Arun's estate. So legally, it just moves on to our family. So the paperwork is not going to be done by the company itself. You got to do everything legal, and consider this is one of their assets, and that's how we transfer it over. Or else you can always contact our company, and if you are the beneficiary, you can easily get it transferred under your name, or combine it or whatsoever. But if anybody needs more question, definitely contact support. They have a clear pathway right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when the legal team has actually joined. And
Of course, the other thing with that is that once it is actually all on the blockchain,
yeah,
is that you'll be able to transfer it between accounts.
Of course.
So that's the other thing
So
too.
you can wait until then. You will get the keys, respected keys to that wallet, and it's just like how you do Bitcoin transfers. It'll be simple done like that.
Of course, there are other implications that that's a very simplistic approach to what I've just said. So there are going to be potentially other implications with that. So you do have to think about it quite seriously.
Absolutely,
the way
but
carry
then
it
if those transfers are happening and stuff like that, you'll be losing out. The loyalty and the number of years you've been there, and etc. 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 So.
Yes or no? Answer. So hopefully that helped.
I
guys.
hope.
I hope. Look, the next question here is: hello, greetings. CRU those are purchased from the internal market will be sold in the external market after launching. Guys, that's a really it's kind of a loaded question, but it's quite a complex answer to it. It's not as straightforward as just going onto the market and selling it.
Mm-hmm.
There is going to be a process that will happen or that will need to happen. So I'll say in that potentially, but the best way to find out about that is going to be at Eventi, because that announcement's going to be made there. And it sort of ties back to a little bit about what you said, Mick, about there being other CAUs on the market. Yeah, okay, that's fine, but nobody's got what we've got, that's for sure.
No, absolutely.
But yeah, potentially, possibly, but I would make sure that you're on Eventi at Eventi Celebration for the very least, because that will be where that information you have a very clear picture of what you can and can't do there. Our company will launch its own external exchange. No, our company won't, because it's illegal for it to do so and host its own token. That's all I'll say about that. You want to add to it? That's all we need to say about it, really, isn't it? When is 2020 Eventi? Do you want to spill the beans?
Yeah, Eventi 2020 is happening. When Eventi 2020 is happening?
Okay, it's 14 days, guys. It's on the 1st of October. And there is another question about this, so I'm going to answer it now. I think Sue Elliott asked it a little bit later. So the question was, what are the times for Eventi? So Eventi starts on the 1st of October 2020, okay? And it will start at 9 a.m. Moscow time. So that's about 4 p.m. in the afternoon here in Queensland, 9 a.m. Moscow time, and we'll run through till 1400, so a full 8 hours, okay? That's day one. Session 2, or it's session 1, so day 2, it's made up of 2 sessions. So session 2 on day 2, no, I'm just confusing that. We just call it session 1, 2, and 3.
All right, so as Andrew put it, Eventi is broken into 2 parts. So the first one is, we call it EIP, not EIP.
Eventi Celebration.
Eventi Celebration. And the second one is the Eventi Masterclass.
Yes.
And so we will call Eventi Celebration, which is day 1, running for 8 hours. The times for that, Andrew?
The times for the day 1, as I just said, 0900 in the morning, Moscow time, to 1600 Moscow time.
Yep, so Moscow time, Google that up.
Everything's in Moscow time, guys, the times we're about to quote, so just base it off that.
Absolutely. And EIP, not EIP, Event. We've been working on it, so that's why it's stuck in the head. So Eventi Masterclass, which is session 2 and 3, which is dedicated to the awesome learning with our company top guys.
100%.
Let's put it that way. That is going to happen on time.
Okay, so session 2 starts at midnight Moscow time and runs through till 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Moscow time. Okay.
So it's actually pretty nice timing for everyone in this neck of the wood, especially Kiwis.
And then session 3, the final session, runs from 12 p.m. Moscow time to 4 p.m. Moscow time.
Absolutely. So there you go. So Eventi is broken into 2 parts, celebration and the masterclass. And I will tell you one thing, guys. Watch out for the Eventi Ultimate Pack in the back office.
Absolutely. That's going to be your best value for money. Can
All right,
guarantee that.
let's put it out there. Can you, all of you, hashtag EIP Ultimate Pack?
Yeah. Hashtag EIP Ultimate Pack. Or is that Ultimate Eventi Pack?
I think it's EIP Eventi Ultimate Pack.
You really should have thought about that before you announced it.
Actually, hang on a second. I'll tell you the exact name so you can hashtag it for me.
Okay, and while he's finding that hashtag, guys, my blockchain balance is less than my portfolio total. It's been a week since I purchased from the internal exchange. Will this update by itself, or do I escalate it? No need to escalate it. It is that update function is switched off on purpose right now while the internal exchange is doing its thing. It will update. It will be back on by the 1st of October. By Eventi, that will be updated on the blockchain for everyone to be able to see. So it is there. It's happening for a purpose. There's doing some checks and things in there, but it is known. It's a known not issue. It's not an issue. They've done it deliberately. So that's why it hasn't been updated on blockchain.
That's the hashtag. Eventi Ultimate Pack.
Cool. There it is, right there. Okay. Do I need to issue certificates of CAU that I have bought on the internal exchange to be put on blockchain? Okay. Sorry, I answered that pretty much that same question anyway.
Yep, we did.
Choo. Oh, we made it to page 2. It's only taken us half an hour.
Mr. Abdul Rahman Negzat, watching the
Nakhzid.
Eventi 20, the celebration part is at a very, very affordable fee. Should we launch? Should we actually mention how much would that be?
It's up to you. Yep, sure.
You do the honors.
Oh, you do the honors?
You the green one?
No, I don't know.
So the Eventi celebration pack will be 10 units only.
That's for Eventi celebration, guys. That's just day 1.
This is day 1, guys. And of course, the Eventi Ultimate Pack that's why we're telling you guys to hashtag that. It is going to be at a very affordable price. You will watch that. And the Eventi Masterclass itself is around 397 units. All right. And the combination, we won't reveal it yet. You have to wait and see.
We'll leave you in suspense.
Yeah. But then being part of the Eventi itself, the 8-hour awesome update celebration, $10. Just $10.
It's going to be a party, guys. Let's do it. And remember, here's something to think about. It's not free to put this event on. Okay, and this is what I want you to consider before you go, I'm going to get one login and I'm going to invite everyone to my house and we're going to watch it here so that they don't have to pay for it. Either way, they'll pay. Here's what I mean by that. They'll either pay to view it, or they'll pay in the fact that they won't receive as high a loyalty bonus because the money has to come from somewhere to pay for the event.
Absolutely, because end of the day, guys, think of it as your family event. None of us are making money here. It's not a standard Zoom call. We want to include everyone. That is why we took the initiative to put this up. So the technology, the fees, the cost to make this happen is quite substantial. So with that, none of the money is going to our pocket. It's all justifiable cost. So if we can't support that, then I don't know. We actually, our CEO and our company gives a lot.
He does.
It's one way to give back.
He actually gives a lot, more than any other CEO I've ever known.
Yeah,
it's quite substantial.
And then no one is forcing you guys to be in the masterclass anyway. So it's as I said, Rita, Josh, Neil, every single person here. So once in your lifetime, you'll probably attended Tony Robbins or Eric Worre or even some guru out there. They all charge anywhere between $1,000 to tens of thousands of dollars. I think ours is probably 3 digits.
I literally paid $10,000 for Sarah and I to go to GoPro last year.
There you go. I got.
And that's not including flights or accommodation.
Absolutely. So Last year, my GoPro, including flights and everything, was just under $2,000 to $3,000.
Hey, why are we selling this so cheap? We should be charging $1,000 for this.
Exactly. You know what?
We're changing the price. We're going to put it up to $1,000, which it's too cheap. It's too cheap.
But for the time and effort and everything has been put there, like, trust me. If somebody is gonna whinge about it, please don't attend. All right. With the exchange being that liquid, I'm sure you have some CRUs you can liquidate to be part of it.
Yeah, true. Hey, the other thing, guys, is those of you who are on the Gold Coast, there is going to be like a watch party here at the office. We're going to put it up on the big screen. Alan Nelson's been organising that. He's put it up on Eventbrite. Now, the prerequisite for that, to be able to go to be coming to the office and hang out with people and have a celebration, have some fun. When you register, you must show the proof of your purchased ticket. So you won't be able to attend here if you haven't purchased a ticket. So just a heads up on that. But there is going to be a celebration here for everybody.
There you go. You know what? I'm actually lost for words to actually stress this part for Eventi. Like, trust me. There had been time that we literally have wasted so much money in so many things. This is probably going to benefit you in your life. And with that, I'm just going to say something. How many more questions we got there?
Heaps.
Perfect. Let's do questions. I'm gonna definitely share something with you guys
definitely.
before we end today.
Okay, so question is, do I need to subscribe to VIP Club every month after staking? My answer is, why wouldn't you? Anything else to add to that?
Definitely not.
Okay, so here's some good questions here from Sue Elliott. The first of which is, when our portfolio moves to the public exchange, our CAU are blocked for 1 year. After the year, they are fully released, or do they go through the slow release? So here's what I'm going to say. Your CAU are already in their unlocking phase. Okay, now this is why. Listen carefully to what I'm saying, and this is exactly why you need to be at Eventi. Your CAU are already in their unlocking phase, and they will unlock, as you've stated, 1% for the first 6 months, 1.5 from 7 to 12, 2 months will be 2% from 13 to 18, 3% from 19 to 24, and 5% for months 25 to 35.
Absolutely.
Now that unlocking, so I'll state it again, the CAU are already in their unlocking phase. Okay, that's important. It'll make much more sense at Eventi. Okay,
yeah, the proper crypto terms is it's frozen. Now it's thawing.
It's thawing, not Thor. Thor. Okay. Okay, and the next one here. The next one here from Sue Elliott. For those who've staked for 1 to 24 months, if I understand this correctly, is now going to stay in place. Therefore, unblocked CAU we receive each month as interest. What options do we have for these unblocked CAU? Restake for another 1 to 24 months? Yes, potentially. Potentially that is going to stay. From what Andre said in the closed webinar, that is likely. But we're going to do away with it entirely, so that's not the case anymore. But the second question you had, or sell on the public exchange, that could be a possibility too, or even on the internal one if it's still open, or stake on the public exchange for UNTB. That's what I'd be doing. Mm-hmm. If we stake on the public exchange and receive UNTB, do they become blocked again or any other option? Obviously, when you stake them, they do become locked, yes, but you can unstake them. This is on the public exchange, guys. You can unstake them, and it'll take 72 hours, so still relatively liquid. And, of course, you'll be receiving UNTB back for that. Okay, cool. So there's another one here from Sue. Man, you got 5 questions here, Sue. I think I've already done the Russian time zone. Thank you. I knew it was you that asked it. The new staking system option for 3 years. 1, we receive nothing for the first 6 months. This is correct. It's important to know. They are staked for 36 months, and you receive payment for 30 months. Okay? And I know there's been people that have gone, well, the average of that is 6.667 recurring, right? Mm-hmm. No, it's 8% because it's not over the 36 months. You're only getting paid from March, so you can't average it out. It doesn't work like that. So from the 31st of March 21, we receive 4% of unblocked CAU that is added to our staking amount in 3 years' time. From 31st of March, the other 4%, 8% to make 8% a total, that's right, is unblocked CAU. What can we do with this? Restake it on the external exchange, sell it on the internal exchange if it's still available. Whatever you like, it's unlocked.
Correct.
Yep. Okay, so we've done that one. The Evo Rich program will be a minimum amount to events. Okay, cool. Sue Elliott, so the Evo Rich program. Now, Andre mentioned this on Saturday as well. Will there be a minimum amount to invest, as only 1 million to 100 million was mentioned? No, there's no minimum amount. That was just saying that it will make it easier for those people to transition in if they wish to. That's pretty much it. There'll be much, much more about Evo Rich program at Eventi celebration too. You definitely want to be at that. Honestly, it's going to be a wicked party. It's going to be amazing.
And again, we're not saying that because we are putting it together. Trust me, there is a lot of things that. How do we put it? This year has been very, very challenging for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, my life has changed 360 degrees. Like a roller coaster ride this year alone, and a lot of people as well. So this is probably be with this one day that we can just kick back, relax,
And
just
really
just follow through and expect how the next 12 months is going to be. That's all how I'll put it.
Yeah.
Like just get there, guys. Just get there, and even if it's a shitty event, trust me, at least you all are together.
Yep.
All the people will be together in the same mindset and putting some really positive energy towards our company. So that alone is huge.
But it's not going to be a shitty event. It's going to be a really good event.
While that's going on, okay, let's ask the people here. We got almost 136 people here.
That's a new record.
It is. If we are asking you, how much are you willing to pay for day 1 and session 2 and session 3, which are the master classes put together? How much are you willing to pay for all 3 sessions? How much you think it's worth? And put it out there. And let's see how
Actually,
the people.
I'm going to reframe that.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think you're worth? No, I'm dead serious, because that's what it is. You're investing in yourself. So how much do you think you're worth?
Put it out there, because it just came to my mind. Some things has to put some proper value to it.
Now, yeah, absolutely. And guys, put yourself in that mix, because honestly, they don't have. Do you know why they have economy class on planes? They only have economy class on flights to subsidize the first and business class passengers.
Mm-hmm.
The flights are put on for them. They're not put on for you. Like, treat yourself. How much are you worth? And that is a very real, legitimate question that I didn't understand fully until the last 2 or 3 years, guys. So just think about it for a second. Now, Jonathan's asked a question here. Have I lost it? Damn, it's gone. It's moved too quick. Here it is. Are all CAUs unlocking already? No. They unlock. There is a thawing period that starts at 365 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And at 365 days, 1% a month gets unlocked for the first 6 months. Then it is 1.5% for the next 6 months, and it goes on to there until all of them are unlocked after 35 months.
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
Everyone is putting some really good numbers there. Consider this is online.
Awesome,
you can actually. Last year you actually had to dress up and get in a taxi and be in the event. This year you can pretty much kick back and relax with your jammies.
Yeah, look at that. It did right, Sue. We paid 2,500 units for India and Delhi. Neil's got the right idea. 10K. Yep. Hey guys, actually, watch this space. There are some cool things coming out in that respect. I don't need too much out of the bag. Okay, cool. Here we go. Now, there's another question that's going to come up around that, so I'm going to address it now. For those of you who participated in Marathon 260 fully, your tickets have been deferred until the next offline event, which will be next year, which will more than likely still be in Moscow.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. So, if we move to the CAU wallet, the blockchain, from our back office with our CAU, what is the positive and negative of such choice? A bit more of official and specific answer, please. Thank you.
What would it be?
Well, I don't know that there'd be much choice. Once the blockchain's open, it's open.
It's open, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, guys, I think Maria is going to do something this week as well.
Yeah. Always
so
plug into those webinars, guys.
Yeah, and like we are in the liberty of saying few things, but last somebody called us on it last time.
Mm-hmm.
But when the project manager, the person working behind it, they pass the message on, it'll be pretty incredible. And it's actually their spotlight. That's what they're working for. So let them answer that.
Absolutely. Okay. Next one here.
Go for it. It's not one of the single questions again.
No, but somebody asked what's my partner's name? That was before, but I didn't ask that because it didn't really understand it. To get to the opportunity of 8% of Venti staking, do we need to be a VIP subscriber?
To get to Venti?
No, the VIP Venti subscribing. So the Venti tariff, a Venti 2020 tariff for 8%. Do they need to be VIP?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, so you have to be VIP to be part of that. But you don't need to be a VIP to participate in Venti.
No.
We actually made it accessible to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let me put it out there. I know everyone is very happy to purchase the Venti packs. There is no marketing plan attached to it.
Yeah, no.
Okay? So you're not going to get any kickbacks out of that. So
if we were to do that, the tickets would have been $1,000.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, no, let's try and keep the price down.
Yeah.
The way we can do that is not put it through the marketing plan. So tickets would have been $1,000 had we put the marketing plan, guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in all honesty, they should still be $1,000, but we're trying to, it's been a tough year for a lot of people. Although our business is going incredibly well, and all businesses like this are, we've tried to, we want to encourage people.
Yeah, no, so we'll be having a discussion regarding the fees today as well.
Yep. So 8% of Venti staking, yes.
Yep.
At this stage, VIP. There's another question that comes up about that a little after as well. How do I convert unit into dollar, and also I want to convert dollar into Indonesian rupee? What can we do to those to take it? What can we do for those who have the lack of knowledge about online payment, buy, sell, withdrawal, etc., etc.? What would your answer be for that?
So they're asking how to get it.
How to withdraw money? Yeah, how to make it cash?
Well, it's a very, very subjective question.
It is actually.
Like for me, I use 2 or 3 different methods to do it. I got first thing I do is I'll look for any partners who's looking for units. It's a simple transaction. Australia, we can do that. I know there are few people that always looking. They are like vultures. Vultures.
Yep.
They're very hungry.
Not like Les Brown hungry either.
And then if I really, really needed it, withdrawing it as cryptocurrency, either to Ethereum or Bitcoin, would be one of the way I would do it. Or maybe I'll find other avenues. And some people, this bias psychology that if you want something, you wanted to buy it at the right time, wait 7 days. 7 days later, you probably don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just don't sell it.
There's a couple of peer-to-peer groups as well that you can jump in on Facebook that will do unit. So they'll give you unit to your back office, or you can transfer unit to your back office and they'll give you cash to your bank account. So that's another way you can do it as well.
Yep, absolutely.
But guys, just on that, because this does come up a little bit later as well, UGPay is coming, which will make that a whole heap simpler.
Oh yeah.
And once everything's on the blockchain, it'll be much, much easier, guys.
We had some pretty good meetings around that. So watch out, UGPay. #UGPay.
Absolutely. #UGPay.
#UGPay.
If I stake a Venti 2020 plan for 36 months, so I continue VIP membership for 36 months.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'd say, why wouldn't you? But I have heard other conversations as well. So I'm going to say, make sure you tune into Eventi Celebration 2020.
Please do.
Yep. When external exchange starts, if we stake all of our blocked CRU in our portfolio for UNTB, does that mean they're all unblocked? Do you want to answer that one?
Repeat the question.
How about we let our audience answer that? If we stake... Okay, let me start again. When the external exchange starts, if we stake our blocked CRU in our portfolio for UNTB, does that mean when they will then be all unblocked? Who thinks you guys know?
Let's see what the people answers, okay? Because a lot of people have been having confusion since last week about the same stuff. So
the answers coming through there are no, but there's another one here that I just need to go back to for a sec because it wasn't quite correct. Horror. Absolutely no, that's right. They will not be unlocked. You're 100% correct.
Can you still?
I can't find that. It's gone. Maybe they deleted it.
Can you hear me now?
Oh no, there it is. No, Lissalina, it is unblocked as well. Blocked and unblocked. So it's blocked and unblocked can be staked in that in the external exchange. Just so you know.
And as our wonderful CEO said last week, you will hear everything about UNTB
Yeah.
Very,
Now,
very soon.
very, very soon. Now, what I'm going to say about the all locked as well, you definitely need to be at a venti to find out how that works. And it comes back to something I said a little bit earlier about CRU. When I mentioned just CRU, right, in the unlocking phase, will continue as it is. And it's that ties into you'll be able to stake all your blocked and unblocked, but there's a process, so you need to be at a venti to get that. Okay, that's that one.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to give you that page so that you can.
There's more questions.
Oh, mate, there's heaps more questions. Okay, so can we stake part of our CRU in our portfolio for UNTB and leave some to enable us to staking unblocked CRU on the internal exchange? Yes, you can.
Cool.
So should I slow down and ask that again? Can we stake part of our CRU in our portfolio for UNTB and leave some to enable us to keep staking unblocked CRU in the internal exchange? Yep. Now, guys, with that, if it's staked in the 36-month 8% tariff, the Inventi 2020 tariff, that means that you're going to receive, after March, you're going to start receiving 4% of that unlocked inside that anyway, so you'll be able to trade that. Now, if you're smart, if you think about this, that can literally, because remember it like, think about it like this. The richest man in Babylon says that you want to have your money create children, and that their children have money, and their children have money.
Money
right?
babies.
Money babies, that's right. So think about it this way. You're staking however many you've got, and you're getting 8% back. You're getting 4% locked, so you can't use that anyway. But you're getting 4% unlocked. If you're smart about that, that can be your income. That can sustain you. And you're not losing your capital. In fact, your capital's still increasing because 4% of it's staying locked. So, just an aside. Sorry, it excites me a little bit because if people really understood the power of this, and I know there's many people that do, so don't get me wrong, it's enormous. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Let's make it a bit more simple. If you think we have been acting like a cult and acting like a cult,
That's exactly what I'm laughing. He's really fun in this cult.
Yeah.
We're not a cult.
And then we're trying to inflate everything and kind of just make people convinced about stuff. To be honest, guys, I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime. And my father is usually on point with stuff. I usually have trust his instinct. And he said, you know what? This is pretty cool. I can really see where Andre wants to take this. And it's really going to benefit people. And one of my dad's last words was like, he said a lot of things, but one of it was just watch, our family is going to be taken care of. So and I think he would have left with that belief himself. So with that, guys, I would really like to put it out there. You got to trust and believe first. Okay, the trust has to come from within. Only when it comes from within, then you will believe in it, and that power, that energy that you put to it will take it to the next level. Regardless, CRU, UGPay, UNTB, Saxo Bank, all the happenings there. First of all, I, from the investment department, got to believe it that I'm doing the right thing. Everyone in the company has to believe they're doing the right thing. Andrew Hawks, the Presidential Council, and a lot of people has to believe they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And when all of us are doing the right thing, do you think it's going to be the right thing or the bad thing? Let me put the question back to you guys.
100%.
So with that, Andrew, would you like to say anything?
I just want to add that I see some of the comments coming through, guys, and they're outstanding comments. Thank you very much for your participation. Really, really appreciate it all being here. We've got 142 people on here, which is definitely, I think, our record. So appreciate you guys being here. But there are so many different ways to, there's an old saying, there's many ways to skin a cat. And there is. And with this, there's so many different ways that you can slice this. There's so many different ways that you could manage all of these. And this is why it's so important to plug into that education, particularly with this question that's come back right here. Is receiving UNTB better long-term option than staking unblocked CRU? Now, what I'm going to say to this is I'm going to put this back on you. And this is for everybody, okay? Think about this in context. Go back to what's rule... Hold on, let me have a look here. No, I need this one. What's rule 3 of the 8 rules of private investor? Guys, what's rule 3 of the 8 rules of private investor? Put it in the comment.
Guys, comment.
And then I'll come back to that because that's what it comes down to. Not quite right place, right time, Marky, but I think that was before I asked the question. Will UNTB, so I'm going to come back to that question, guys, just as I see it floating through. Will UNTB be liquid immediately or will it take some time? Guys, there's going to be a market for that pretty much straight away. In fact, what I heard the other night, there'll be a market for that, there'll be a market for CAU, there'll be markets. There'll be plenty of ways. Financial plans. 100% Rita Ashen, you win the prize.
Okay.
Hold on.
Go on.
Receiving UNTB better long-term option than staking. It comes down to your financial plan. No one can answer it for you. You've got to take responsibility for that yourself.
Absolutely. The easiest way I can put this for everyone, if everyone is still confused with what's going on, imagine the Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever coin which is really in the top, or even the next big stock, which is going to be released out there. And you know somehow that it's going to do well, it's going to have that value, not immediately, but the next 5 to 10 years. Let's say that's the scenario here. Okay, rather than you hearing about it in the next 5 years or 10 years, okay, you pretty much got access to it before it launched. Okay, that means this select people that somehow got to know about this have the accessibility to something which is going to be wonderful. So you got everything in your pocket right now before the masses got it. That's how I put this in my mind, because I stocked my pocket up. I've pretty much got everything that I could afford, and when it goes out there, I know I'm taken care of. Simple as that. That's pretty much in layman terms how I can put it. I got access to something early. It's going out in the market. It's going to be pretty valuable.
That's not to say that there's still not massive opportunity for anyone that's getting involved now or in the future. Because remember, guys, and this is the beauty of multi-level crowd investing. This is why this is such an amazing concept. And it really came home to me how amazing this concept was in March last year when we launched CRU.
Yeah.
Because, I got involved because of an innovative transport. It was going to go to market. It was going to make all this money. Yay! The education was great. It was teaching me heaps of things, and it did, and I've put that into practice. But, guys, the fact is that no one knew what was coming after the transport. And all of a sudden, CRU was launched, and wow, that rocked my world, changed my life, literally changed my life. That's not going to be the last of those that get introduced to people. And we all thought that nothing could get better than the innovative transport. So, guys, what I'm getting at is, yes, we got in early, but as Andre tried to say, when I was in Belarus, I gave a presentation, and it was about the world of multi-level crowd investing, the difference between multi-level and just and how they meld together. And I talked about the innovation, bell curve of innovation, the diffusion of innovation, which is a little bell curve. I've talked about it on the Q&A before. And Andre mentioned that mine was a little bit wrong, because where mine comes down, he said, no, ours will just keep going up and up and up, and it'll create new ups. And that's what we've got with multi-level crowd investing. We keep going to another level. So that's one of the reasons why it's so exciting. Now, can the unblocked CRUs be sold on the external exchange? My answer to that is, make sure you tune in to Eventi.
Exactly. Now I'm going through the questions. Some of them already been answered, so I will be deliberately skipping some of them. So one question that really stood out to me here: how do I know that my CRU is BLOCKED? Blocked.
How do you know? That's a real cool question.
Because if the question was, how do I know my CRU is unblocked, I would have skipped it. But this is, how do I know that my CRU is blocked?
Well, most of it is.
From the moment you purchased it,
it's blocked.
It's blocked.
I'll come back to that.
Sorry to break it to you.
It's good to see a member in here I haven't seen for ages, so I just want to say g'day, Scotty Donahue. Hope you're well, mate. It has been recorded, yes, right here in the Facebook group. So coming back to that, coming back to that question, how you can tell whether they're blocked. The majority of them will be, I'll be honest. Depends on when you brought them. And you didn't buy them, you bought the education. Depends on when you acquired them. Let me rephrase. If you go to your portfolio in your back office inside of your CRU tab, you click on portfolio, and under that, it will give you the blocked amount, or actually, it'll give you your overall amount, and next to it, it will give you your unlocked amount. If that says 0, 100% of them is blocked. If it says 100,000 and you've got 1 million, for example, then 10% of them are unblocked and 90% of them are blocked. So that's how you tell.
Absolutely. Everyone is asking probably one of the hottest question out there. What price per CRU be expected on the launch into the external exchange? What do you think would be, Andrew Hooks?
So the price?
Yeah.
Look, if we look at Andre's predictions on what he released, I think it was 55 cents, anywhere between 55 cents and $1.
It's highly debatable, guys.
Yeah.
It will be what it will be. When it gets to the external exchange, then I know a lot of crypto enthusiasts and market predictors will put a value to it.
Absolutely.
But I think it will be a value that we all quite happy with, especially everyone, including myself.
Yep, 100%. Hey, Sue Elliott's just asked a question on here, which I think is actually quite good. Innovative
Let's
transport
read
members. Heard that we will receive CRUs a bonus. Is this correct? When will we find out more information about it? There is more information about that coming out in the news section in your back office. We discussed this on Tuesday night, so it's meant to be out this week. If it's not this week, it'll be out next week. I know Arman said something about it on a webinar that he was on last night. Yes, everyone, and this was also mentioned right back at the start of the CRU program in February in KL for those who were there, that all members, regardless of their participation in CRU, would receive an allocation of CRU. I don't know the percentage of it yet. Rumor has it could be 10%, but I can't verify that. I don't know. I've heard that through the grapevine. I didn't hear that from Andre. We didn't hear that on the President's Council, but I believe Arman's may have said it on the call that he was on. That's why I say, but I haven't been able to verify that yet. But there will be a percentage come back for people as well.
Absolutely. Josh Tadafu, you asked a question there. Did someone ask, are you single? Yeah, I'm starting to doubt it might have been you. Been putting the question week after week. But then the mixed segment, yeah, there has been not a week without this question. Look at me, guys. I'm like a potato, maybe like even a pumpkin. So,
or Kuma.
So
Tina, good question here. Can I confirm? Can we confirm when the CRU exchange contract will be translated into English? It's currently in Russian. You can't sign without understanding it. Fair call. There's nothing to stop you downloading it and uploading it through Yandex or Google Translate, because that will give you the rough idea of it.
Me and Andrew are advocates for Yandex.
Yandex is great. Is a great translation engine. It's much more accurate than Google. But that said, it is being translated. The translation department is incredibly overwhelmed at the moment, so it is in the works. I know you don't like hearing that, and I get it. I feel the frustration as well. But if you need to know it before you sign it, then I would certainly use Yandex.
Absolutely. Now, the next question is, what is considered to be the external exchange? I am really, really confused. Andre said internal exchange, and then external exchange, and then blockchain and crypto wallets. Can you guys explain? What is your understanding?
Can you ask that question again? Sorry, I was reading Shane's.
I paraphrase it.
Okay, paraphrase. Go again.
All right. So, what is considered to be the external exchange?
Yes.
Andre, week after week, has mentioned internal exchange, third-party exchange, blockchain, crypto wallets. I am confused. What is your understanding? So, what would you like to say about that, Andrew?
Look, the wallet isn't an exchange, unless, of course, it's an exchange wallet. Exchanges can have wallets in them, and you can store your assets there. So there is a decentralized exchange coming to our blockchain.
It is, definitely is.
So there you go.
All right, let me put it this way, guys. At the moment, we can only transfer within our network. That's why it's called an internal exchange. Sooner or later, it will go to an external exchange. More details to follow. Whereas just like how you can purchase Ethereum and Bitcoin out there, it will be very simple and very similar to that. Crypto wallets is where all your crypto units and I think it's going to be a multi-wallet as well. That's what we've been talking about. So where all your tokens, your coins, and etc. crypto related stuff being put together. And the next one is the blockchain itself. There's a lot of videos in YouTube we can go and read and listen about the blockchain.
There's one here on that's been asked live from Shane Bose. How are you, Shane? I hope you're well. If you stake for 8% for 3 years and 4% are locked, do they become unlocked after 365 days, or they remain locked for the full 3 years? They'd follow the normal unlocking process, I'd imagine, Shane, with your balance. Now, given they are bonus, there might be a slightly longer unlocking period on it because there is a longer unlocking period on the bonus ones. They don't start straight at 365 days.
Absolutely. You know, let me on a fun note, I'm starting to think that if we created our very own new Tinder, we would be making killer profits.
100%.
And you know what? If that idea does get on board, trust me, my friends, all the profits are coming back to CRU. and who's in a much better position here, Andrew? Investment department is here. Decision makers are here.
Hey, well,
we'll just make get an app, guys, and put together a dating app for NEEW, and then actually make some revenue through it.
well,
Alexander Naymark might be happy with this.
It could be too. We could do a digital double one. Oh,
Perfect. See, there you go. Boom.
So
Idea made right
you
here.
digital doubles get to know each other. They have the conversation and see whether you're compatible,
Yeah.
and then you get to meet in person.
Absolutely.
What else? This is the future, guys. Lava Lee said the same thing. We should do a single new page.
Oh, perfect. All right. Are the gold mine contracts we saw presented in 11th of April closed group meeting available in back office for VIP members? Well, guys, it's very simple. Okay, that was a privileged information, and it was only showed to everyone attended the closed meeting. Once everything is ready, once everything is properly legalized, we will make it available. But however, also at that time it will be only available to a certain group of people. So at that time, watch out for it.
Yeah.
But that is privileged information. So please don't even talk about that.
Yeah. Josh, yep, 540 days exactly for the bonus ones. But this one here, Vasanta, will only VIP members be able to trade on the external exchange? No, it will be open to the public.
Absolutely.
Oops.
Josh Tadafu came to me the other day and he was like, Heron, you're Iron Man and I'm single too, so what do I do? And I was like, okay, I said I needed a bodyguard, and he was like, I'll be Happy Hogan. And then, well, we need to find a really, really good Spider-Man. And then I asked why. He said, well, Spider-Man is a hot auntie and Happy Hogan gets with Spider-Man's auntie. So, if anyone has a hot auntie, it can be the Spider-Man.
Every week, man. Every week. Come on, let's get through these questions. We are tough as one.
There you go, Josh. Did my part. All right. I searched the SEC Gov, couldn't find our company under API or NEEW. Can you provide a link to that page? Thanks a million. Keep up the amazing work. Well, that was privileged information if you were in the CRU closed meeting last week.
And I've got something to say about that. Andre actually said, let's not go search it because it just creates swimming issues for us. I've seen the document with my own eyes. Like, I literally looked at it this morning. So I do have a link, but I'm not about to give it out because Andre has told me not to. So I've seen it with my own eyes. It is legitimate. It is there. But he doesn't want us going to search for it. If you don't have enough faith in the company, and look, I know I probably sound like I'm lecturing now, but if you don't have enough faith in the company, then potentially you shouldn't have got started to start with.
Cool. There's another question. Are we doing a pre-STO launch marketing campaign and a website countdown?
There's nothing in the back office.
Nothing in the back office. So it'll probably be,
There might be an event countdown because they kind of coincide.
All right. Somebody just. This will probably be the last question. I am new to NEEW. What is the best package to buy so I can become a partner and join VIP and also withdraw funds from my bonus account? Thanks. All I will say, guys, Andrew, you can follow that up very soon. All I will say is don't come in without realizing what you can afford.
Yeah.
All right. Only come in with the money you can afford. And our CEO's biggest principle, and he spoke about this last Tuesday as well. And one of the things that he constantly taught me, it's not about dumping in the first go, in the first time. It's the progressive consistency you keep up with your
100%
with your investments, and that is one of the golden rules. I remember my dad used to do a very similar thing as well. He always said consistency is the best thing. Similarly, I heard that from our CEO Andre, and a lot of financial gurus have said that as well. It's not about who gets in there first or what the biggest amount wins. It's the consistently doing that actually wins the race.
Actually, you did right, and Ivan Fisher said it, what you can afford. Guys, I remember being, if anyone knows, I can't even think of his name. It's Clinton Swain. If anyone knows who Clinton Swain is, he runs a company called Play to Win. He's an Australian guy who lives in the UK. Now, one of the games that he plays, I can't remember the name of it, but to get to the top of the ladder, you had to earn a certain amount in percentages and things like that. Now, there was 3 or 4 different things you could try for. Now, the furthest away was like you'd get 50%. So everyone was, and if you got 100%, then you'd go to the top. The closest, you got 3 or 4%. And there was a line that you had to keep coming and joining it. Okay, obviously the furthest one away was hard to hit. And then the middle one might have been 30% or something like that. But if you kept joining the line, if you missed, you had to come back and join the line. If you missed, blah, 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 blah. So every time you had your shot, you had to come back. The people that stopped and went for the 3 to 4% each time, just throwing it into 3, got it every time. And they queued up to the line, and they accumulated enough, and they got to the top. They got to the VIP section. Whereas the people that were trying, and this is where I learnt this lesson, people were trying to get to the 50% every time, kept missing. So it took them longer to get to VIP than it did for those people doing the 3 to 4% at a time.
Yeah.
Massive lesson in that.
Very
huge.
simple lesson. It's a simple compound interest, guys. So with that, guys, I would like to, put this out there. It's about living life. Andrew, I'm sure you'll finish this very fantastically today's session. It's one of the perspective questions that I've always asked myself and really kind of motivated me. Just imagine you have $86,400 in your bank, all right? And someone stole $10. Would you spend all the rest of your money trying to get revenge? Yeah, maybe.
Some people would.
I'm just evil like that. But when you put the bigger things in play here, when you have $86,400, somebody took $10, are you going to spend the rest of the money just to find somebody who stole the $10? Exactly. So, if someone puts you in a negative spot in your life for the 10 seconds of your day, then why would you spend the 86,400 seconds of your day, spending that, thinking about it?
Yep. About
that negative 10 seconds. So stay positive, guys, and keep smiling. Because end of the day, perspective. And sometimes some things are better let go.
Yep.
So with that, everyone, passing back to my big brother. Stay classy, everyone.
How do I top it? Guys, ask the question. Is it going to matter in 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 years? Generally, it's no. But there's also an old saying, if I just come back to your $10 analogy, if you give someone $10, it could be even more. If you give someone even $100 and you never see them again, it was probably money well spent.
Absolutely.
Anyway, guys, that is, we have gone over time. I hope it's been useful to you today. It's been great to be here with you. We will be here again next Thursday, obviously. And then the week after, I believe we'll be coming from a remote location yet again. But, guys, please do keep your eye out for the EIPs for Eventi. Get the word out. It is going to be amazing. If you are going to have watch parties, and I do encourage that, guys, if you are going to have watch parties, let's try and make sure that everyone contributes to that, because ultimately we pay either way. We either pay and we pay our way to get there, or the company pays and we end up losing money in our bonuses. So it's up to you on which way you want to play it. I know which way I'll be playing it, but definitely some cool things coming up, guys. You definitely don't want to miss day one. In fact, you don't want to miss any of the days, but day one, some amazing announcements, life-changing announcements. Watch the space, guys. Have a good one. We love yous all. Take care. Have a good afternoon. See yous.